Hello everyone! RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with another live stream of Heaven's Sword Final Fantasy XIV Online. How y'all doing today? I'm excited. I'm enjoying, like, I'm glad I'm back into Final Fantasy XIV here. So, because it's been so long since I played, and yes, I'm logging in right away before I do my shtick. And I really am enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy games. You all know this. I've mentioned this time and time again. So I love this game series. And yeah. But I'm glad to be here. So, okay, guys, as you all know, I'm live streaming every Saturday now. I used to do Wednesdays. I didn't do last Wednesday, even though I said I would. I probably will not do next Wednesday either, just because of what craziness is going to be happening in because of what craziness is going to be happening in the United States on Wednesday, most likely. But yeah, it's probably no way for me to stream that day, so but yeah, so no stream on Wednesday. I'll try for the Wednesday after, but yeah. I also don't even know. Oh right, I gotta be over there. So let's actually just teleport there right now. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, that's but yeah, Chamber of Rule. So yeah, no stream on Wednesday. But anyway, guys, here's something interesting. So let me actually get my notes so I get these correct. So the interesting thing is, on January 7th, which was 9 days ago, that was actually the anniversary of my first YouTube channel, the Kingdom Kid channel. I believe that was I think that's the anniversary of my first upload video. So I've been doing this YouTube thing for over 8 years now, which is kind of crazy to think about, if you think about that. And that's really crazy in my opinion. But it's cool. It's cool. I've loved it ever since. Now, I did have an issue with copyright strikes back when I was doing Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which I guess is totally fine to do now because people have been doing it left and right. But that's fine. So I had issues, and I got 2 strikes on that channel months ago, or like I believe in 2015. Because that's, I believe, when that game came out. So I had strikes, so I was like, well, what the fuck do I do? Now, I still did my best to try to release videos every single day. And that's what I did, honestly. I think I've released videos every single day ever since I started YouTube. And that's not when I joined YouTube. That's when because I think I joined YouTube in like 2018, or not 2018, 2008, 2009, something like that. So I've been doing, I joined YouTube then, but I didn't start doing YouTube videos until 2013. With my first Let's Play being Dead Space, and I did it on the hardest difficulty. So yeah, I've enjoyed it ever since. And then I started RPG Kingdom Kid channel, this channel right here, on the 30th of January 2016. So that anniversary is actually going to be coming up in 2 weeks, which is actually kind of crazy. 2 weeks on the day, so yeah, that's really crazy. That's like, man. Like, I don't ask me why January. It just happened to be that way. So, all right, let's continue on with this bullshit. As you observe, Lolithio is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Dolmens are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. Where's that exactly? Oh, okay, it's right by the big crystal. Oh shit, I forgot to do my spiel. But anyway, guys, yes, I live stream every Saturday, and I'm going to get back to Wednesdays eventually. Don't worry, I will get to Wednesdays eventually. It's just going to take some time, is all. But man, the thing is, like, I have so many games I want to stream. Like, I want to get back into Dark Souls 2, so we can wrap up that stuff. So then I could get into Demon Souls. So I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to work out. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it all out. But yeah. And then, of course, guys, I release videos every single day at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or earlier and later, depending on the day. If it's a day I'm streaming, the videos will come. The first video comes out earlier. The second video comes out a bit later. And guys, we started a new LP today. Woo 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 woo! New LP. We started Bug Snacks, which I'm actually super excited for. So yeah, we started Bug Snacks, and which is coming out at the 11 a.m. slot or a little earlier, if you guys are into that. And then, of course, guys, the second video, which comes out at 1 p.m. or it's going to come out at 2 p.m. on days that I stream, is Astro's Playground, which I'm having a blast in that game too. That game's fun as hell. Both of those games I'm enjoying quite a bit. So, yeah, can't wait to continue more. All right, what's the hibbity happenings? Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monasteries have made their position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are limbs of the Mins or Grindania, I judge, even given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our dormant friends confined to a ship. God, so thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Well, then I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Gee, I wonder where. Mephilia, this is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate decisions, I do. We always should preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it is under siege. I love the music. Holy crap. I honestly can't wait to get into Shadowbringers, because I've heard nothing but good things about that. I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be not out of the question for this Sultancy to accept us for a limited time? A week mayhap, or even just a few days. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Olga, I have a proposal if you want to hear it. If you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alpha Noon. The headquarters of my order, the Sons of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Reverence Toll, an outpost in Mordorna. Like most outposts, it is frequented by merchants and other men of action. And lacks the comfort of a more well-established settlement. However, the leaders of Reverence Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Our labor lets you doubt, and not save food and shelter by way of reward. Sounds not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Yugiri. Well, I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda. Reverend Stoll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphenhund, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is for your hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Reverend Stoll, which would be no small feat considering the distance of this present condition. Mayhap the Oldania Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Ande. Hey Olga, if you and your people would accommodate me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Alright, where the fuck are you, Alphenhund? You are over there, okay. Just want to be sure. We're concerned that the Domian refugees may find the journey to Reverend Soul too much bear. Too long have they been subquinted aboard their ship with insignificant supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momidi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domians until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Yeah. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Hi! What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle. General, is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? Fear that exceeds our mandate. We're in a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domians to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage services of 77 caravans on the domain's behalf. Very well. We shall begin negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that's befall these good people, it's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in order, Lady Yugiri. And you in reverence toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we have work to do, Lady Yugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our domain friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Well, I guess I can't say anything, so... Hero's Reign. Okay, they all give the same. As we speak, the Domians prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Old Da. That said, this has been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. Oh yeah, so obviously off screen I did take care of some of my gear. Here, let me do this. How do I do that? Sort. There we are. So I took care of some of my gear, but there's, in all honesty, I should probably like take care of even more of the gear that I have. Like I definitely need to like put some of my armor, my stuff in my like this stuff. I'm gonna move like all the dyes. Maybe even like some like this the food stuff in there for now. And this is all crafting stuff, which I think I could be fine having them in my inventory. Now let me check out my armory chest, if I can find it. Yeah, see? And I like to have only the armor that I have am using, maybe only in here or something. I don't know. I wish the item management was a little bit better. Granted, I'm not that great at it, so I'm not gonna like that's more of a thing on me rather than the item management. So this is from the Ascension. I don't even know where to use this at, but let's focus. There's a lot of questing we need to do here. Because Heaven's Sword may be the shortest of the expansions so far, but there's still a lot of quests in them, so.
Greetings. Haven informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I don't mind. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept to staying hidden from sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Yozen. He can tell you more.
Oi, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ulda? I hear we're traveling by a horse by drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but once that's you're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing the game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Ulgar told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But XIV isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Oh, great. I mean, granted, probably the best way to remove those icons is to actually do those quests, but there's so many of those. I really should do these quests sometimes. Like, there's so many of them. Unless it's the ferry. Can you, like, give me a hint, kid? Nope, you're not helpful. Although I bet you one of them's probably in the old hideout, so... I mean, I feel like they shouldn't be in buildings, but they probably are. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Karu. Andy Dole, eh? I don't know anyone else was. Wait a minute, you're one of those, aliens, aren't you? No, scions! Scions! You must know Lady Ulgri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Andy Dole. Okay. Oh, and there's another one right there. I probably passed that one so many times. Are you playing? No. No fair. Yosen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horse-bird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yosen says it's safe, I'll go. Yeah, you will, you little shit. Oh, there's the... How the fuck do I... Oh. This is how... How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Wonderful. And the children are accounted. Hide and seek. I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Ulgar thought best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us.
Should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. I guess casting, that'd be a good one for my magic class that I do. Long last, Hosanna's group is ready to leave rest of the day. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, and my stubborn no father, Homie, will be traveling in the lead carriage, together with young Koryu, whom I believe you've met already. Have I? I don't know. I understand the road to Ulda is regularly patrolled by your brass blades. It would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Why we adventure? You're to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. From the blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hamalui. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them, boss. But don't play to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. Someone was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around, make sure the area is safe, like, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. So when self-same bastard don't try to rob us, that is. Bum 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 bum. Look at these jobber creatures. Bum, 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 bum.
me get all that health back first. Jesus. Huh. Oh. Probably hope I went the right way. Okay. Oh fuck, let me get my health back. Oh. I didn't even join the fate, so shut up. I just wish these quests gave me more experience, because you're supposed to be at level 50 to end the one quest, so. It was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, sir, well fought. If only I were in better health. I should have been proud to stand by your side. Pray, my son, no mind. He forgets that his responsibility precludes acts of daring do. Be that as may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. We cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. The Ugri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, brick laying, it matters not. Reven's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Yeah. Hi. Hey, Mr. Addy, Kodu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go whither the wild rose blooms, to amass a fortune, to win glory, to gain power. None of these, in all honesty, so I guess to go whither the wild rose blooms, because I don't like those other three options. So, you like roses? I think I understand.
I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Andy. I've got a question. What's Reverend Soul like? Is it pretty? This bustling outpost sprinkled by council adventurers. It is a stone's throw away from Imperial Castrum. It is the home of the Sons of the Seventh Dawn. It is the bastion of civilization in the harsh and unforgivable wilderness. I mean, they're all true, but I'll say this one. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koro. It's my turn again. Mr. Andy, when I'm older, I want to be strong with you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experience and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day. Buy weapons and armors from Royan. I guess this one. Of course, to be a bad adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions from Mr. Andy. It's not fair. Why does Yozan get asked 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? No. Get fucked, kid. Really? Then I will. Thanks for advising Miss Andy. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. We get a Reverend Soul. Let's make an adventure skill for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Andy and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Andy and Lady Ugiri. Talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Unfortunately. Bum 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 bump. I love how I just leave them. It's like, okay, thanks for taking me all the way here. Now I'm just gonna fuck off. Bum, 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 bum. Andy, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Ugiri should travel to Reverend Soul forthwith. Forthwith, he says. Forthwith. In the past, Lady Ugiri met with the guild representative of Reverend Toll. Excuse me. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Telian, which might require your personal attention, I was just have you serve as an escort to the Domian delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Elfborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domians will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugiri to Minfilia and the Guildman's embassy. Both means go well, the resulting ties should stand in Domin's in good stead, for which is to come. Safe travels, Andy. Oh. Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
Please escort them to Reverend's Toll. Okay, go to Reverend's Toll, because they're already there. What's up? And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugi and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do find our death of fanners of pudding, poor thing we may seem. We have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie inspire. See, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keeps, of course.
We are no strangers to hard work, Master Self-Born. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence.
Oh, and for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Perhaps then I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head to Encore or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. Except I'm gonna call you lady.
As you wish, Self-Born. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship.
Our guests have yet to meet the Attentiant. Seven hells, Andy. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stone.
I think depending on... Oh, hello. To whom which is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. I shall join you in the rising stone or not.
Maybe after a few more quests, I do kind of want to do that Crystal Spire stuff, so I want to see like what's in there, so maybe a few more quests and then we'll do that. What's up, girl?
Tis no use.
Hi, what's up?
Our attempts to reach the students of Balvithian continue to meet with failure. Eurogain has expected our avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded not. We shall preserve a course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. Fair Ladomians, I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vestor Bay. May I be questioned the wisdom of aiding refugees with the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I cannot ignore the plight of those refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yoga is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. You! We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answers please be me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Reverend Soul cannot accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together.
Yes, yes.
As Uncle, it has been a pleasure, a descendant. Alas, we must take our leaves, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Self-Born Lady Yulgri, Andy.
Ta-ta for now. Ha 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 ha. Laminia and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Dominion friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit, I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Isola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival? Sure. I can speak to my girlfriend, I guess.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Yay, it's voiced.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
Oh no, that's the group I'm a part of.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual. Summoning a fleet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Orange.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh no, shit, we're both getting affected by the echo. Lost in the echo. Ah, yes, it's Leviathan's turn now. We didn't fight Leviathan in the base game, so that's cool.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one.
The finless ones.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Ow. You guys sound
Whence
gross.
comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
I'm assuming so.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again.
I have a
The
feeling
Admiral has
Leviathan will
already
rise
requested
regardless.
that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
Which we will do.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa.
Limsa Laminza.
I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
I won't stand in your way, but I'll be in your way as your bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Hi, who the fuck are you?
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
By murder!
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
You know, let's go take care of Leviathan first, and then I will go do, like, that, crystal dungeon thingy-mabobber. Phil wishes to share some final words on the coming mission prior to the Department for Limbs of Lumenza. Painly, should the worst come to pass, the Leviathan summoned. Our only resources will be to face him in battle, aka only you, because we're all incompetent. Given past experiences, you may very well think that entirely inevitable. As long as there ever a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all of our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we aught else, let us hasten to Linsolomans and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtlessly have valuable information to share. Lost in the echo. Man, guys, I have been playing Miso Soup. I've been playing Yakuza 3 on my off time here, and I freaking love Yakuza games, and I'm having a blast in Yakuza 3, so I'm enjoying it. I'm very well enjoying Yakuza 3 a lot. Especially helped that now Nico B is let's play that game, because duh, like, it's great. It's a great game so far. Not much for me to complain about. If the one thing I had to complain about is there's so many sub-stories. I think this, I want to say this is probably the one with the most sub-stories is Yakuza 3. Now, I could be wrong on that, but it feels like a lot of sub-stories. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. One of, like, let's talk about another Kingdom Hearts. Well, yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Let's talk about another Square Enix game, which is Kingdom Hearts. More specifically, Union Cross. Holy crap, once you get to level 800, it takes a shit-ass time. Like, actually, no. Once you get to level 801, it takes a shit-ass time to level up.
Sup? Welcome, friends. I take it Yastola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, this Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the serpent revelers venturing as far as Talion to supplement their cachet. For our short sightings, we are faced with the grim prospects of Leviathan's immediate return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fish have their ways. Even so, as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the sound support in this endeavor. But if God forbid our efforts should come not, I'll need to trouble you more than mere support, which as I did when Titan last walked these lands.
Yeah, I remember Titan. Fuck him. That fight was awful.
Name Ophelia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. Can I assume that you have sound reasons for doing so?
I do, Admirable. Admiral. I don't know why I said admirable.
Admiral. But I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes.
Is that so?
Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Ande, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnecting Sagian movements with the Sapspa spooling grounds. Upon completing the mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you may be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Frogberg has charge of the garrison.
Okay.
I'm quite curious as to like journal.
Oh, here we are. 7th Astral. Here we go. Wait, I'm not even in Heaven's Sword yet? What? I'm in the 7th Astral era? Oh my god, how many of these are there? I thought I was in Heaven's Sword, but I guess not. Damn, so I'm not even in Heaven's Sword yet. Oh my lord.
St. Crad. St. Crid. Expecting you, Silence of Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. Safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Will we? I don't think we will. As we already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the southwest spewing grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe like the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, so when it comes to that, which it will, and yet the return is long overdue. Fear that ill may have befallen them. But for worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Spasa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at all junction. No, I'll have to have my yokai watch on so I can like get a. There we are. ambushed by serpent reviers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the serpent's ton, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp. I fear my worst for my comrades. You saved them, I beg you.
Okay, so I was wrong. The Severance. Severance Soul is not the guards that was part of. I don't know.
Names are confusing to me. Man, just look at all these guys to kill if I was doing the frickin' Fate. So nice of you to finally join us.
This is 3 of them.
I try this? I mean, in all honesty, I feel like I'm at the perfect level for this, but... Sharknado? Fuck, I missed my chance of doing Sharknado. I am actually curious how many of... Thank the navigator. I learned that you went to the serpent's tongue by yourself. I feared you would meet an untimely demise. Tell me, what became of the others? 2 dead. Don't know where 2 other ones are. Dear gods. Those wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture made. It's a savagery no bounds. Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. Pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive. For that I owe you my thanks. The price was paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral will finalize the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sail forth when they do. The gift of eternity. Time for us to do a dungeon. Oh, you're a female. Thrice damned fishbank bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We're here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind to task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to assume the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. Our act must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Spasa Aetherite and eliminate the Sahagin preceding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. But it'd be best if we killed them all. Just kill them all. The Maelstrom have engaged and distracted Sagan's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Ton. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is a devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover the flanks. At the self-some moment, at self-some moment, a diversity squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Sands shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Stygian defensive forces' efforts. And in install, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwanted attention. Anchored in Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagan as possible out of the sprawling grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Justola and Ande. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path through the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Nephilia as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Andy? Too long ago, I warned. But come, let us away. Girl, I don't think we've ever fought side by side. Well, no, it was when we first met. But you were never with me in anything else that you said like, oh yes, I'll fight with you. Yo, why'd that go away? Wait, is that Sharknado? Is it back? It is. I kind of want to do it, but no.
Yastola, you plan to come help in the fight, or are you just gonna stand there? Listen, I love you and everything, but come on, you have to help out. Yastola. Girl, I'm gonna fucking die. Yastola, it'd be great if you helped. Just once, you know? Yes, let's make haste. Oh, but you're the only one that's gonna be fighting. Fuck you. You know, it'd be great if Yastola did, like, you know, help instead of standing in place. Oh, hi, Yastola. You're over here? When did you get here? Oh, you're hurt with all that fighting you did. Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let's press on. Oh look, the welcoming committee.
Damn them. They have
Damn
made
them.
thralls
They have
of
made
soldiers
thralls
and
of soldiers and civilians both. Nice.
Did I miss much?
Oh, shit. It was voiced. Okay. Yo! She's a badass.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like the base one didn't have a lot of voice acting, but I think everything afterwards has a lot more.
To the Aetheryte!
To the Aetheryte. Maybe Leviathan won't be summoned. Why do I keep hearing the Moogle sound? guns!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Hi, I'm here.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
Oh no!
Such power! It is transcendent!
Oh, now you decide to shoot him. Instead of, I don't know, waiting or doing it beforehand.
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile!
Yeah, you should have, like, oh, I don't know, fucking shot him before he did that shit.
Eternal! Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
What's going on, girl?
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
Oh, hey, Leviathan.
My being am the way. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh no, that's his special move. Man, if only you shot the dude, I don't know, before he completed that shit, but there would be no story if you did that. Understand, I speak no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more devastating power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? So our plight cries out for action. We must take naught. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is efficiently beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Lemnian herself would struggle to best the world of the Lord of the Whorl in his element. In a straight fight, he would have match wood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let's return to Lemza and see if we can not think of one. Shall await you in the command room. I love how, you know, it had like the crucial dire music playing. But now that we're like back here, it's like, oh yeah, nah, it's fine.
You are expected to command. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting.
Bitch, I'm like, I need you to open the door for me.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Yeah, I
If
know.
that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did.
Nah.
7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Okay.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern.
I'm serious, like, I
Piercing
wonder, like,
Garuda's
when they had to
defenses is
voice
one
these
thing.
lines,
Suppressing
they'd be like, how the
Leviathan's
fuck do you pronounce
attacks,
these
quite
letter
another.
words?
In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Not yet, but it's being built,
Mayhap
isn't
not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To which, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Neat.
Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Yeah, I guess. I guess if someone has to do it. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it?
Oh. A message, Admirable. Judge it best to be delivered at once.
I am listening.
According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan.
One of the company of heroes?
The details are yet hazy, Admirable. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual.
I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. And even should it be true, it is, as Justilla said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan. I only know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what can he tell us that we do not already know? Yet having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? His testimony could yield us any man advantage should we not hear him. Damn it all. The twin vessels will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the maelstroms.
Report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claim. Andy, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. Yeah. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lor Noskar. The sworn private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Alright, now time to go. Sorry. Being annoyed by some bitch. Wait, where the fuck am I going? Akula. Oh, is it this dude again who, like, claimed he beat Titan? It is! That motherfucker's lying. Now look here, you'll have your blaze story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. Before I mucked out the choco stables, and before I rolled that milestone over the hill, and before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do ya hear me complaining? Oh, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the roughest stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tycoon ain't a generous soul. Now pick your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too much, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, ya king. The tale of Tiger's epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big each of its scales is about as wide across as me members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was spilling me with. Must have been a Logan's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a great mistake. But what happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say ye can never truly beat Leviathan, that you've got to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Ah, it's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just drawing the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wiggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny. It's pathetic. Sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with me own eyes. So it was a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was drinking my dues one day, loafing about the harbor when I saw it. A giant big massive sea serpent came mousing off the coast with a fleet of galleons marching straight for it. Cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. Oh God, so just remember that day made me soil myself all over again. Wait, if you're asking after Leviathan, means you're planning to fight him, aren't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gold or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lion hole son. Can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. My name is Mephilia. Were you able to learn art to use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. Twin vessel is not complete. We wait you at the Murray dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. Oi, vey. Oi, motherfucking vey. Told you John to the Gary proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whorl-Leviathan, I call her, is complete and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonsure, again, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not to tempt fate. The Whorl-Leather and her crew stand ready, my friends. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Lord of the Whorl. Oh, I know that look, you are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whorl-Leather may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Neldek and Velmin are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Okay. That's definitely gonna have to be someone else, because I'm the tank. I'm supposed to draw the attention. It is expected that Sasagan and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Tancred and Yastola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your mercenary force must not want for numbers. By believe I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Spasa, I dare say the fish banks will find your presence highly diverting. Tancred and Yastola, if you would, join the 3rd Levy, and Lady Yilgrid the 5th. What words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgivable place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the admirable sentiments and add a few words of my own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Andy. May the crystal bless and keep you. May the crystal bless and keep you. And now we wait. And now we wait. This is the one thing that I dread about when I stream this game. Is the waiting for the dungeons and such.
Because it's like, I feel like I can't really go do, okay, we have one member. I feel like I can't really go do anything else while I wait for this, because... Alright, still having the same. As should. Alright, we got two, me. Still waiting. Finally. Well, looks like people bailed. What's going on here? Is this me, or is there a lot more, there's a lot more, people in my kind of class rather than healers and or warriors. Or whatever those guys are. Oh my god, tank. Tank is what my term is. I'm a tank. So I'm not even in Heaven's Sword yet. Oh god, I'm not going to be in Heaven's Sword for quite some time. Like the story between Heaven's Sword and Stormblood and Shadowbringer seems to be a lot shorter than this. those limits break? I honestly have no, like, that's the one thing I have no idea how to do. So I'm guessing someone used them because it doesn't block at all. Alright, we got rid of its tail. Does that mean we also beat Leviathan? I'm guessing. I think everyone made the same, not really the same mistake, but everyone almost did the same thing I did during that mission. In order to start it, I mean. That one wasn't bad. That one wasn't bad at all. Let's go back. Hold on, let me, so there's 2 missions left. In this little segment of this story set. Oh god, there's so many main story quests in this, isn't there? You know, in all honesty, maybe I should just like release some videos as a part. Like, do some main story quests as regular videos or something like that.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Hooray!
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say.
Self-preservation.
But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
Nay, I say, nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
I wonder if she's getting
As
the wrong
must we
idea
all,
from this
Admiral.
conversation.
Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Oh, you didn't see her there? Bullshit.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Holy boobage. Like, good God, lady.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Sure. When Yurigi meet the fertility, everyone's informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yurigi. The south sands a gate leading to a pair of small fishing vessels. Look for an encompass Harmon man and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide to the shadows of Luminza's society. They value their independence more highly than priests and are united by a bond stronger than Mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it is penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Oh, it's not that far away from here. And maybe that's what I should do. I should just play some of these, do some of these, like, missions offhand. I don't think I'll, like, God, maybe right now I don't plan to do it, but there's a lot, like, I would love to, like, actually get every single class at, like, a high level. But good God, that's going to take a freaking long ass time, especially for like the battle ones. The ones that aren't battle, like the miners and the carpenters and stuff like that, those won't take too long at all. But everything else will, good God. Granted, the only reason I'd probably do some of those stuff is just so I can get the trophy tied to it. So, got business with me, adventurer. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I've seen his shite-eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. You must be the Far Easterner with what Melbury says wants to train with us. Welcome to Linza. Ah, fuck. I am Yurgi of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Lim's is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two thoughts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. Simply bad for business that we remain unseen. As so you have developed fighting techniques suited to the purpose. I see. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art too are denizens of shadows. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the seven hells are we waiting for? I've come up with... If you've come with us, you agree of do what's it? You can get acquainted in more private surroundings. That doesn't come out right, did it? You didn't say my name, right? Master Ande, I shall remain with these people for the time, that I might study their ways. I'm actually quite curious if we'll see what's under her veil. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domians. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin impartially my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When the time comes, it would be an honor to welcome you as a student.
Ah, sure. I like her. You're girlfriend number 3. Ooh, I got it. Yes. Alright, one more mission and then we're done with this little segment. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, yes, I didn't go through to sell all this shit. I've only been looking at the weapons. Yo, I love that axe. Holy shit, that looks awesome. Through the maelstrom. Much more have occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have been pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this plan. When next we meet Lady Mephilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. With that, I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light.
Oh my god, it's a holy chocobo. I need better armor, I think. Alright, so this is the last mission of this little sub-story. Now, the next sub-story is called Defenders of Eorzea.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Sure.
When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo?
I'm actually curious now.
Much
Could that
and
be
more
what
yet
happened to
remains
the
unknown.
original
But I am confident
Warriors
that
of Light?
all will become clear
that
in time.
they died and then their souls
For the present,
transferred, and though
however,
their
what
forms are
matters is that the key
different.
to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight.
Oh, hey, I see that earring on me. That's cool.
With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
You two-timing bitch.
It is done, my lord. I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Right, that was the one that was helping us, right? You bitch. You fucking asshole. Knocked earring. Okay, what's the difference between these two? These two are the exact same. They just have different names. So do I want a dire hit of 19 and critical of 13? Or, you know what? I'm just going to get the one that gives me more strength. Yeah, I'll need to go through and sell all this shit too. Yo, that actually looks kind of cool. Legionary Visor. Oh, I have 2 of them, though. I don't need 2 of them. The Great Divide. Okay. Our friend, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Uyegir will send word if there are any developments. Till such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. Okay. I'll do at least 2, maybe 3 more quests. It concerns Atheat fluctuations, which we had previously attributed to good King Mughal Mog the 12th. May he rest, rule, blah, 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 blah. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an outgoing aetherite disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may very suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and then I would have you... Ashilian, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? Band of refugees hailing from Ulda this time are coming to Reverend's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domians. At present, they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. See, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Asilia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Considering what will happen if you do this, word will spread and more will follow. Your opinions duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Uh-oh. Is that what happened? Is like that person sent more refugees over here so it's not a burden to us? Andy, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Okay. You have my axe. Why did it take so long to load? Uh-oh. I'm not a fan of this. Why does it take its... Oh, okay. That took way longer than it should have. Apologize for giving you away. My name is Ophelia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. So be praised, it is you! Alright, I'm willing to work same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm not of your situation.
Beg your pardon. Ascendiant, I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what we got took. They say there's work, but there's aught not for an honest man. Not as would sully his soul sooner than his palms on any road. Flames do what they can for us, of course, but ain't near good enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity broke us to our knees, those rich bastards that say didn't help us up, they climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I know as we had to run, the only question was to where. And then it came to me, Reverend Stoll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you should do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it's true that we accepted the Dominion's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it's a great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. They'll turn your back on us? If I might have a word. Tatru, is aught amiss? Ill times from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphonhoon has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstrations was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells. Now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. I said, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idle by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphonhoon quickly. If he's in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Okay. Well, shit, dog. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we are discussing earlier. Yada and Papamino will see to it. Oh, wow. Are other people actually going to do shit? Oh, of course not. No, they'll find information, but they'll be like, oh, no, we can't do shit. Alphonhoon is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Andy. Give me a second, I'm just looking at all these. Just trying to see like how, I'm trying to determine like how long these could be. Oh. What's up, Alphonhoon? Where's your sister, by the way?
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Ul'dans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
It's bullshit.
The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Well, maybe that one dude was the dude that refused them. I thought he was the one helping us. I don't know.
The Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Well, damn. This just gives me a spell speed, so I might as well take that, because if it helps me with that one class, that's great. Though I can't equip it until I'm at level 50 in that class, which fucking sucks. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. If I piqued your curiosity, good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rudania has to say upon the matter. Okay. Depends on how long this quest is. I might do one more before I end the stream here. Meow. Wait, I am in the right spot, right? I'm not. What? Shit, where the fuck am I supposed to go then? Oh. You son of a bitch.
Wow, there's a lot of people in that room. No, it's not a good time, Andy. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. That's actually why I'm here. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alvinhoon, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your cherry ends. My memories of the rat are still somewhat muddled. Trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. Secure the city soon enough, but not before the unrest has spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thailand. We have spent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but the process is slow. They are damnable elusive. I can imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with material weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tensions between the Eldonian citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domians were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not seen a single guild to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this power keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. Do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning soon. Don't be an asshole. General's no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. I feel like majority of the story we've always been here in Uldal. Yeah, granted, we do a little bit of Linzel and a little bit in the other place, but I feel like majority of story has not happened here. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that those riots were instigated by outside forces, the monasteries would accuse him of attempting to shrink responsibility. After all, he and the Sultanian have been the most outspoken province of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Andy. Therefore, I propose we counter our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request of such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. Because you know how much you talk. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Again, where the fuck is your sister, dude? Oh, it's fucking right here. You look as though you have something to say, Andy, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activities in the vagrants of Last Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we don't it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. What brings you here, adventurer? Search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. And you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Courageous fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. We're in the Sultan, are we? I take this means someone has read my report. Refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return. I am increasingly concerned that Zasaqua's suspicions were correct. I haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about to you. Never mind, speak with Zasaqua's, he will explain everything. This might actually be my last quest that I do today. Because this one's longer than I expected it to be. Don't at me, I'm not one of them. Beg your pardon? You're not them? I see. If Leverrick bids you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. It's supposed to be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. Those have fallen under the frantic spell, but not I. Promise of revolution and retribution of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owned. Ha! Child's fantasy. Did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he is not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Oh, there we are. Well, what are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why didn't you run away from me? We could have escaped together. You'd be here with me. You'd be here to soothe me. Why? Why'd you have to stay and leave me? Oh. There. Who are you? What do you want? It's true. I follow the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. Okay, you are a guy. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When he asked, he revealed the cache of weapons he had brought and employed us to seize control of our fates. Thought about Ryan then and there, but the others were so excited. Split us into two groups, sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting. Then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarrel, but... Oh god, it's the other group. It's still out there. Don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Shocking. Alrighty. Well, guys, I think this is... I mean, it's not... I think we are going to end the part off here. Or end the stream here. Because I've gone as long as I usually do. And longer. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you like the video, please give that like button. It's not a video, it's a stream. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this stream, whether you watch it live or archived here on YouTube. I'm glad to be back in Final Fantasy, but holy crap, like, I'm not even, like, with me not even technically being in Heavensward yet, dear lord, I don't know. Like, maybe at some point I will just make this into its own series sometimes or something, who knows, we'll see. But I wanted to come over here to do the material stuff, because I think I can actually materialize some of these weapons or something. So... But maybe I have to do these missions first, which I'll probably do off screen. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching this while you watch the live archive on YouTube. I had a blast. I will be back for sure next week Saturday, unless something comes up, in which case I won't. But as far as I'm concerned,
I should be back next week. And then the Wednesday after that, I should be back as well. So, oh yeah, this was also the 14th stream of Final Fantasy 14. So that's awesome. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching the stream again. And enjoy Bug Snacks, the new LP. And hopefully you keep enjoying Astro's Playroom. Because I enjoy that game too. It's so great. Alright. I'll see you guys next Saturday for another live stream of Final Fantasy 14. Bye.